In today's video, we're going to be talking about investing for the 10x85 pack and all the leaked Future Star SBC icons. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs. And now for the last 4 years, I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about some fodder investments you guys can do for the leaked SBCs that we have, such as the 10x85, and we've got other ones such as the leaked Shevchenko. So there's going to be multiple different routes we can go down because, again, you know, these are going to have completely different requirements. Obviously, Shevchenko is likely to have very high requirements, whereas the 10x85 is likely to have a lot lower. So this is the Shevchenko leak card. Now, if it does have two playstyles, we don't know yet because, again, I guess the stats have been leaked somehow, but the playstyles haven't, which is kind of weird, but you know, because for the Future Stars, when they got leaked, we had it all kind of leaked together. But nonetheless, we can presume there'll be a little bit of demand for him. So we'll be talking about investments for him, and then we'll be talking about the 10x85 and just any other sort of generic investments. We're also likely to get a hero player pick because it basically alternates every Sunday between us getting a new Icon SBC and a new Hero SBC. Because we had an Icon SBC last week, we should get Hero SBC this week, but because there's no new Hero SBC in the pack code, it should therefore be a pick. Because for there to be a new Hero pack in the pack code, it has to be added to the code, but picks don't have to be added to the code so they can release them. So let's go and talk about a few of the investing avenues we can go down. We'll talk about the likes of the icons and maybe some top-end SBCs first, and the investments that we like for them is basically going to be 90s and 91s. 90s and 91s absolutely run the show when it comes to investing for top-end SBCs, and the reason for that is because they just carry everyone with the low fodder. We've seen recently that they've gone from 51k all the way up there to 70k, but now they're back down all the way down at 50, which is basically the lowest. I mean, other than the first few weeks of FIFA, or the first month of FIFA, it's basically the lowest we've seen them be. So they're kind of at that standard rate. They don't really drop below this, so this should be the nice safe rate, unless for some reason we do go a while without well-demanded SBCs or excessive tradable supply, which we don't expect. So we can look at picking up 90s either now, or the other alternative is to gamble that we don't get anything good the day you're watching at 6 PM, and then you go and buy them at about 10 PM. If we go and look at the price of high-rated fodder yesterday, we can see again, when we got to about 9-10 PM is when it was the cheapest. We should see the same sort of thing tomorrow. Oh, sorry, tonight, if we don't get a top-end SBC. It basically will work one of two ways. Is if we don't get a top-end SBC, or we do get a top-end SBC, and they're just not well demanded, and then you buy the fodder, hoping that at least the next top-end SBC will be demanded. And obviously, Future Stars is quite a well-demanded promo because these are, you know, we're some of these new promos where all the players, all the SBCs at least, are expected to have two playstyles. Because they're expected to have two playstyle pluses, it means there's a nice increase in demand over than, you know, the previous promos where it's just, you know, one playstyle plus and maybe slightly better stats as such. So the first investment is the likes of 90s, which again you can buy right now if you want, or you can gamble that we won't get anything good tonight and then you go and buy them 9-10 PM. Exact same trend here. Obviously, if we go and see recently, these got up to 82, they're down to 61. If we go and look daily, we can see they don't really drop below 61, so not looking too bad. We can see the same sort of trend yesterday as well, where they were 71, and then they were cheapest around about 9-10 PM / right now, where they're 61k. And again, same thing with the likes of De Bruyne. You can go and buy him now, or you can gamble that we won't get anything good tonight, and you can go and buy him at about 10 PM. Regarding selling these cards, I'd say if they bounce up like 10k with the Icon SBC coming out, I'd go and sell them then. If not, I'd just wait for an accumulation of new Icon SBCs to make them rise. So let's say we do get the Shevchenko and they got like 5-6k, I'd say, do you know what? I'm not happy enough with 5-6k profit there. So what I'll do is I'll wait for another Icon SBC, and then ideally, because of the accumulation of both of those Icon SBCs, they'll rise nicely. The other investment you have for Icon SBCs that kind of tails into the like the upgrade SBCs is just buying high-rated Team of the Weeks. More than not, 88. So you've got the likes of Gundogan there. The rest of them aren't saying anywhere near the same price as Gundogan. As we can see, Kvaratskhelia 43, Euro Bernardeschi 40, and De Ligt 36. So the likes of Gundogan for picking up for 33k is also another investment because, again, we haven't had high-rated informs for, well, what is that, 1 week, Again, we've got 88s here, but nothing excessively higher than 88s, not that our SBC fodder. We also didn't have any high-rated informs that week. Not sure if we had any high-rated the week before. No, so about 4 or 5 weeks now without high-rated informs. High-rated informs other than 88s aren't very good value for money now. If I go cheapest by rating, we go put informs in, we go apply. The 88 pluses aren't looking at great prices. Again, these are 32, 33, and then they go up to 51, 82. The 91s at 86 is okay, but again, that's still a 15k premium on what a gold 91 is, so I would prefer to go and buy the likes of Gundogan for, again, 33k. You can go and buy them now, or you can go and buy them at 10 PM. And this nicely follows into the next investment, which is just buying the lower rated informs. Now, obviously, last week, the low rated informs had quite a nice rise. They went up from... Sorry, it was the week before this, I think, where they went up from 18k all the way up to about 24, 25k, if I'm not wrong. There we go. Went down there to 18k, got there to 24k. Could see the exact same repeat this week. So again, if you want to go and buy your team of the week, you can go and get 85s at 90. All we can do is you can go and buy 87s. With Lasoma up to 23. So slightly different investments. These would favour more icon SBCs, expensive SBC, maybe the hero SBC that comes on Sunday, whereas someone like Urbridge would favour more like a 10 times 85, maybe a 10 times 83, and so on and so on. Just like, again, bottom rate team of the weeks would favour that. And then that leaves us back going into the bottom end upgrade SBCs. So... at the moment, fodder is not madly down when we look at fodder is down when we look at 86s, 85s, and 87s. It's just still, even 84s, it's just still slightly inflated. So what I'd want to do is I'd want to happily gamble that we won't get upgrade SBCs on the Saturday. It's a bit give or take. I'd say it's fully 50-50. Someone asked me, what do I think we're going to get in tonight? And it's like, we have as good of a chance getting them as we don't have getting them. Maybe not, but again, there really isn't anything to go off. It is really 50-50. Now, obviously, if we do get upgrade SBCs that need them, buy your fodder then. There's no reason for them to go down. If we get upgrade SBCs on a Saturday, also when we get them on a Saturday, they are repeatable every 24 hours. I don't think we've ever had them on a Saturday, and it's been like, you can do 3 of them now, and then none for the rest of the week. So again, if they are needed for the upgrade SBCs, that gives no room for fodder to go down. Buy whatever's needed. If they don't come out, then again, we're looking at about 10 PM. Now, they didn't drop too significantly yesterday, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 2.3, really no drop right there. Down at 2.2. So, yeah, we would expect them to drop at 10 PM tonight. There we go. I mean, he was cheap there between 8 PM to about 10. And actually still become cheap right today. And the reason they've become cheaper midday today is because people are finishing off weekend league. But by this evening, the vast majority should have finished off weekend league. So, yeah, you can look at buying 84s and 85s tonight at about 10 PM. If we don't get upgrade SBCs, if we do get upgrade SBCs, just buy whatever's needed because they'd be favourite to rise all the way through to Thursday. When you go and sell team of the weeks and low rateds, aka 84s and 85s, I would go and sell them on after 6 PM on Thursday. I believe that's when they all peaked last week. And I'd say that's about it. Now, you do have 86s and 87s that could maybe do well with today's Icon SBC being repeatable. It's just 86 and 87s are normally quite neglected when it comes to upgrade SBCs. Normally they're just a bit overkill, unless they go for the minimum 286 requirement, which we have less times than we do have it, so you could happily gamble that we won't get it. Yeah, and again, they're normally too low rated to do well for like icon and player SBCs, but too high rated to do well for upgrades, which is why I'd keep it at 84s, 85s, 90s, and 91s, because you just cover the two sort of extreme sides of the scale. No point buying 83s yet. Again, with 84s only costing 2k, there's not a big enough price discrepancy between the ratings to really ever see 83s doing well, unless we just see loads of SBCs with 83 rated teams. But again, that takes a lot more of those than it does for 84s. And I'd say that is about it. In tomorrow's video, we're going to be covering the link investments to the EVOs that you could potentially still get into. Talk about investing in the current team of the week and then investing in future stars and future stars icons. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.